Going on, everybody? It's been a while and been busy, and my car isn't in town with me at my own house, so I'm back in the lab. I have the axle for the rear and trying to set up everything, trying to get this done real quick, and rather than let my OCD take over and want to clean and take care of everything back here, I'm just gonna stick to changing the axle only so I can get this car out of here, because I gotta work on my wife's car. So she needs to get the axle done, her front CV axles, and the power steering hose, which is a pain on that car in particular. I tried to call my boy to see if he would help me, but I couldn't get a hold of him, so we'll see what's up. As for now, stay tuned. We'll knock this out. Oh man, I got Black Widows probably in the car when driven it. So there he goes. There he goes. Get out of there. One down. Probably 10 more to go. Suckers. No rust. Isn't that nice? Tane suspension. Tine. Tien. However you say it. But look at all that schmoo. Ugh. This axle looks okay. Split boot. Split boot. Okay. So we got 4-bolt rear end. Take off those 4 bolts. Snap that out. And hopefully not too much, because that's the drain bolt. I mean, that's the fill hole drain bolt. So if you fill it up to the drain hole, pulling out that axle, no fluid should come out. So we'll see how that goes. Not a whole lot of fun watching somebody take their tire off, but what I do is I put a little bit of tape on it rather than having the metal rub against, since my wheels are painted. You see I have like little scarring a little bit from the times I did take it off with whatever jacks. So I just like to put the tape on here. It protects it. Since the tape was just sitting right there, and then I have my lug key, of course. So get this off, and just thought I'd throw that tip out there just in case you guys ever thought about that, throwing some tape or whatever just to protect your paint if you have painted rims, powder coated, whatnot. So look how much tread I have. Look at them. Continentals. I love being incontinent. So much tread, no uneven wear. The 1Gs sit at a weird camber, so it looks bad, but that's just how they sit. And I haven't noticed any excessive wear on the car. Now what really makes me mad is those are my stock wheels, and they've been sitting there for a while. They have actually aged out, and those are good years. Look at how much meat I have on the tires, and I didn't use them at all. And that's just tires are a victim of a car that sits around too much, like the Durango. Battery's dead, brand new tires, don't even drive it. So I have to get that up and running before those tires age out on me. And another thing is I do have a 1-inch wheel spacer on here. I didn't notice this. I bought the car with this on here, so it makes the rear wheels sit real flush with the back. So I would hate to see what it would look like without them. I've never ran the car without those spacers, so between the different wheels I've had on here. Check that out. You see it sits, I mean the car's up in the air, but you get the point that it sits out significant because of that 1 inch. So if you can afford them, get the milled ones, not those cast ones. They don't sit right, but this is counter drilled to hold the lugs on here. So we're round 2 with getting the next set of lugs off before I get a chance to take this axle off. And before you guys start yelling at me on the video, I know to take off the axle. They make it kind of convenient. I'll show you the new one for anybody on here. It's made with a 4-bolt or a 3-bolt, depending on what model you have. Because of all these joints and points here, you just can't take off the spindle or the hub as easily as you could the front end. so they make it easier. You drop it from that side. Now, my only concern is you undo the bolts, push it in, you slide it down, but my exhaust might be in the way, and that's a few bolts to get out the way, if at all. If at all I need to. My only other problem is I can't find another box wrench I need. I'm unprepared. So I'll pull this out and look at that. Look at that. We just got shmoo everywhere. And that's what happened when you do a launch. Look at that. That mug just broke, did.
Dang.
That's what happens. That's why I got all the goo and shmoo in here. So, uh-oh, take that off that cord there. Yeah, 2 years later, it was a pain to get the bolts off, for real, y'all. And I'm working with limited tools because I don't have my work truck here. So let's try to get this bad boy out there, boy. And then, let's see. Okay, there we go. Whew. Yeah, that smells, that stinky stuff.
Oh,
I got it on the cord. I'll put that on camera. Sorry about that, Justin. Got the shmoo all over there. I knew it was bad. That's why I didn't want to see. That's why you ain't seen me on the channel in a minute, because I knew I had to dedicate the time to fix this before it got to worst. But that's what it is. Yeah, that was bad. That just fell right out of there. But so now let me clean up this mess a little bit. Not go completely overboard in cleaning it, but you see how much cleanup I do have to do. I do not like that. Even though it's under the car, it wouldn't bother a lot of people, but I need to do something about that. I'm gonna wipe it off. I got a bunch of old rags, some old t-shirts. So, alright y'all, stay tuned. We'll see what's up later. I tore the boot just a little bit, so I had a wild idea that maybe if where's the tear at? Is it right there? I think it's right there, guys, if you can see it. We can see it. Did it tear? Yep, there it is right there. Tore the boot just a little bit, and you can see the moisture coming out already. So what I wanted to do was I went to Target and picked up a tire patch kit. I figure if a tire patch was good enough to seal an inner tube under air pressure and all the rough ride of a bicycle, it could handle patching a little CV boot. So what I'm gonna do is try to dry it off first. If I got a napkin or a towel somewhere, maybe I can wipe it off with my finger. Where's it at? Where's the tear? Where's it? There it is. Where'd it do? My hands are clean. Let me see. Scuff it up and put this patch on here. I thought it was a good idea. If it works good. Because I didn't want to change the seal and didn't want to go through all the trying to glue it some other way. Just figure maybe a tire patch might work. So let's see what happens. Brand new boot and I tore it trying to shove this spindle in this rear differential. So here it is. Got it on there. I cut it to shape just a little bit better. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in some silicone around it because of the weather that gets back here and all the temperature change. I'm just going to make sure it's on there a little bit better. Let's just... I just don't trust this alone. Let me see. Guess I could use some super glue or something, but let's just see what this will be. Because this is weatherproof stuff. Let's put it on there and see what happens. Anyway, use the old hand on it. There we go. I was just going to try to use silicone to seal the little tear, but I just thought maybe the patch would be better. Let's just see. I mean, if it don't hold, it don't hold. But I don't want an exposed tear back here. As soon as you get to driving and this thing's doing up to speed, it might just want to sling off. So let's see how the silicone holds it on. Alright, y'all, my little hack, trick, tip, whatever you want to say. Might work, might not.